In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Dr. Dre contract and the agency and how to get it. So let's jump in. So the first thing you're going to need to do is go to your phone, go down to Dynasty 8 Executive, yep, and then I highly recommend sorting it by agencies if you're not familiar with it, but we got Roxford Hills, one of the more expensive ones. Now these are discounted because I have GTA Plus at the time of this recording. This is no longer active at this point. We have Vespucci Canals, we have Will Soul. That's actually the agency I started out with. And we have Harwick. So I have Harwick because of the casino missions. It just speeds it up. But if we go down here, Will Soul's going to be the one I'd recommend if you're just getting started. It is the cheapest. But let's go down to renovate on this one. So you can change the art, the wallpaper. It's mostly cosmetic stuff. You don't need any of that, honestly. Hey, you can change the color of the walls. Now, the Armory, highly recommend it if you have the extra money for it. If you don't worry, you can add it later on. Accommodations, exact same thing. That's going to save you so much time during these missions that you can just respawn here. Vehicle Workshop, you can get that later on. I wouldn't worry about that right now. But let's jump right into the missions and we'll go. Okay, so let's get started. So if this is your first time doing this, you're not going to have all those awards up on the shelves right there. Those are from the security contracts. Next, you will have a lot of cutscenes if you just purchase the agency. But for this, we're just going to do a complete walkthrough of every mission. So if you've never done these missions before, you will need to do one security contract before you can unlock the Dr. Dre contract. Next, now, these are all pretty simple. Once you have the VIP contract unlocked, you will have two missions down here. You'll have the FIB mission, and you will have the golf course mission. Now, they're both pretty simple. I'm not going to go through them in this video, but we're going to just start with the nightlife leak. You can do these in any order you want, but as you can tell, I already have this one unlocked. So just going to hit start. And for this one, we're going to use the agency helicopter just to make it a lot faster. I have the Harwick location, like I said, for this mission in particular. Or for these, for these three missions. And if it wants to let me, there we go. I'm just going to grab the helicopter. So the helicopter is free. Comes with the agency. Very helpful. Now, there's one of two locations you can get. One's going to be under the overpass over here, and one's down Cypress. And this one's the just under the overpass, which is very nice because it's nice and easy, saves a lot of time. And pretty quick mission, honestly. Make sure you have a silenced weapon, though. It's just going to make it a lot easier. It doesn't really matter because you're going to alert the gods. Most cases, you can do this completely stealthy, but it's not easy. So just land wherever you want to. And then we're just going to run over here. Go inside real quick. Heck, unfortunately, these cutscenes take forever. But just like I said, just going to pull out a silenced weapon. And now we're going to wait for this guy right here to go back down that way just to make this a lot easier. There's three others over near those trucks. Next. So just going to take him out real quick. Take this guy out real quick. AP pistol is extremely good for this. Yes. Now, in this case, I'm not going to take everybody out in here. I'm just going to save some time. And we're literally just going to come over here. We're going to jump right up here. We're going to ignore those guys over there. I'm going to run up here. Just come right in here. I'm going to take these two guys out. And then we're just going to come grab this tape right here. And that's pretty much it for this mission. We're just going to go out the exact same way we came in. Make sure you have body armor and snacks. Next. Now, as you can tell, we did alert the gods. Don't really care. We're just going to take these guys out real quick. Just so they don't cause too much damage. Remove that. Just come back through here. Now, this is the thing about using a controller on PC. But, just going to take these guys, that guy out, actually. And we'll just run up through this doorway. And that's pretty much it for this mission. Just going to jump back in the helicopter. Now, there's going to be a few cars chasing you. know, we're not going far enough in this case for me to even worry about them. Just grab the helicopter, oppressor, whatever you chose to use. And we're back at the agency. Just gonna bring this down here. And that's it. That's the first mission and done. So let's move on. And honestly, this cutscene just drives me nuts. I just wanted to add that real quick before we move on. Okay, so second mission right here. Yeah. So this one again, it's nice, easy mission. And so this one, it's a lot easier if you have an oppressor for this. If you don't, well, you can just jump out of the helicopter for the second part of this mission, but we're just going to run down here. My oppressor's already outside. Actually, no, it's not. Well, we'll go call in my oppressor then. And I thought I already had it out, but I guess not. So now we're out here. As you can tell, my oppressor called it in. And so, yeah, you can just hang up on them. You don't need to worry about that. Well, I'm just going to let it play here for a few minutes. So this one, you're going to go down to the marina. So there's going to be a green boat down there. They tell you to climb in it and get the coordinates. We're not going to do that here. So you'll see a lot of speedrunners do this as well. No, I'm not trying to do this in under an hour in this case. I'm just taking my time. So you're going to be able to determine where the boat is based on where this is. So if the boat's here, that pretty much already gives us a... So if it's over here as well, that means it's going to be over near the airport. If it's facing towards the highway right there, then the yacht, I should say, is going to be over towards Vespucci Beach. That's the easiest way to figure it out. I know that sounds a little confusing. You'll get used to it the more you do this mission. Unfortunately, this takes forever. I wish the oppressor was a little bit faster. But I'm using the oppressor here because it's small enough to get in and out of there. So in this case, we're just going to be watching for the yacht, as you can see it right there in the distance. Now, if it's real foggy, like if you got early morning missing or something, this can be a nightmare to find. Honestly, with the fog. There is anti-aircraft missiles on this yacht, so you want to land as fast as possible. I'm just going to land right up here. You'll see why in just a second. We're just going to jump down here, and we're already going into the bridge. Have a weapon ready as soon as you get in here. Yeah, doesn't really matter what you choose. I just prefer this. And as you can tell, we just got this guy. We don't need to worry about the captain. So we're going to come over here. So we're going to just... So you're going to go to both sides, honestly, because you're going to unlock the door, and you're also going to... you also want to do the anti-aircraft missiles right here. And God, that is slow. But we'll just head down here. Be ready for a fight once you get outside. As you can tell, we got this guy right here. Got a couple more. Honestly, they just drive me nuts. Make sure you have snacks and armor for this. And try not to miss. Honestly. But like I said, I'm just taking my time on this one. I highly recommend first few times going through this. Just take your time. Don't rush. And I wasn't supposed to do that, but okay. So, yeah, you gotta love it when the game does this. But let's just grab my minigun, make it a little bit faster. So since I have my oppressor, I'm not going to worry about damaging the helicopter here. You can use the helicopter at the end to get off here, but we're just going to go down these stairs right here. Now you need to go down to the bottom deck. I'm not going to cut out all this, because I know there's going to be some people that prefer to see everything. But as you can tell, we got you guys here. Just like I said, just take your time. Unfortunately, they have pretty good aim on this shot. There's that guy. And that leaves one more to deal with. There he is. Yes, so we'll take him out. I'm just gonna grab another weapon real quick. You gotta love the camera, honestly. Okay, and then we're just gonna run right in here. So down here, you're gonna be looking for the evidence. Always check upstairs first. A lot of times you will get lucky. Okay. Now, the last couple of times I've done this, I have not been so lucky. Hey, but you're just gonna have another guy in here. Yeah. And then you're gonna have one more up here take out. I don't even know why he tries to hide behind there, but if it's up here, it will be right on this table. It's not here this time. And so let's head downstairs. We will have to take out a few more guys down here. It's pretty easy missing, honestly. Like I said, make sure you have snacks and armor ready to go. Oh, don't be like me and forget to pick that stuff up all the time. So just take this guy out. We got another one right in here. Yeah. And honestly, hey, I've never seen it spawn in that room. Doesn't mean it can't. But usually it will spawn on this desk right here. Now there is another guy in this room. There's sometimes another one in that bathroom. And the evidence is right there. We're just going to take a picture. Then we're going to send that to Amani real quick. Heck, if there's any sections of this that you're looking for in particular, feel free to skip ahead. Like I said, just going to take these two guys out real fast. Then just going to run out here. Now there is some jet skis you can use in the behind the yacht as well. Oh, but sometimes I find it easier just to let the helicopter take you out. Oh, the reason for that is because it's going to respawn you out in the middle of the ocean. And you just need to head back towards Los Santos at that point, and the mission will be over. But in this case, I'm just going to do this the easier way. Okay, I hate the way this moves. I just want to climb up there. Let me climb up. There we go. Oh, so I'm just doing this so I can get my oppressor. Take out that one, and then I'm just going to run down here. So, just going to take the oppressor real quick. And that's pretty much the end of the mission. As soon as it comes up, if you have the accommodation to your agency, hey, that's how you'll get back to the agency real quick once this mission's over. Yeah, you got to be almost up to LSIA on this one. But as you can tell, mission passed. So, okay, well, he's getting up, but seems like it takes forever. So if you just come out here, you can pick up snacks right up here, right over here. Here, this is why I didn't show it at the beginning, because this just makes it a lot easier. Over here is the armory. Just gonna come pick up some body armor. So in case anybody's wondering, this was recorded at the end of February, right? GTA Plus benefits actually just reset at the time of this voiceover. Where I didn't do a live voiceover for this because we're having some problems with my OBS on the computer. My GPU is actually overheating, so I'm trying to be a little careful with what we're doing. But just gonna come back here, jump on the computer real quick, and we'll stop the third mission right here. So as you can tell, that's pretty easy. If you didn't buy armor already, make sure you buy your ammunition. Okay, so that's it. So let's get started with this mission. Doesn't matter which outfit you grab prior to this screen, but like I said, I have this agency because the casino's right there. It makes it so much faster and easier for this mission in particular. Now, High Society is going to be the longest missions pretty much. But yeah, just going to head right over here. Yeah. I recommend just using Jubilee if you don't have another personal vehicle. You can't use any flying vehicles for this mission, and which doesn't really matter. So just gonna head in here. So I have a penthouse, so I don't have to go through finding the key and everything. But if you don't have a penthouse, there's gonna be a car down here in the parking garage. It's gonna be an orange car. So in my case, I can just head right upstairs. Just gonna go over here to the elevator real quick, and okay, so once you get upstairs, you can just get right off the elevator. You can run in this pot, luckily, so this does save some time doing this mission. And so just getting to the casino and going down to the room, which I believe is 520 every single time. This is gonna be the most boring part of this mission. For this part right here, you're just gonna run into the yellow circle. Now I do have music muted due to copyright issues here on YouTube. Oh, but we're just gonna walk right through here. Unfortunately, you can't run through the penthouse. I wish that would save so much time. And when doing this mission, but that's all right. Just take your time walking through. Oh, so DJ's gonna be over on the other side. I had the bar over here, and just gonna take our time walking through. Oh, unfortunately, I really wish we could speed this up. So, just gonna come over here. You're gonna try to grab the laptop. Now, once you go through at least once, you'll be able to skip these cutscenes. Now, you will want to grab a weapon out. It doesn't really matter what. In my case, I'm just gonna use minigun just to speed this up, and just gonna take out as many guys as we can in here for the security. Hey, so you do need to watch where they're coming from. That's why I'm using the minigun. It's a lot faster. I don't have to worry about reloading or anything like that. But if you're lower level, well, recommend just using whatever you have. Like I said, just gotta watch where they are. Now you're gonna have several guys in that room to take out. Oh, and then we got one more right here. Now, unfortunately, you can't take out the DJ prior to getting down to the nightclub. I wish. That would save so much time. I'm gonna take that guy out. And once you're out here, you're gonna have some more guys down on this hallway and the next hallway. So grenades work great for this, but in my case, I'm just gonna use this. So it's already in my hands. And so we're just gonna take these guys out. There's not too many, honestly. It's pretty quick, easy. Hey, I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Here, guys in this lobby. Hey, just take them out one at a time. Don't rush. It's not a race to get this done. The first time you go through this is gonna take you about 2 hours, whereas most of that's gonna be because of all the waiting and the cutscenes. It's gonna be one more guy that comes out of that hallway back there, but we're gonna ignore him. We're just gonna take this right down on here real quick. So let's do that. So this is gonna bring you down to the nightclub area, the casino. Oh, and yeah, just gotta wait for this. So now we're just gonna take this guy out real quick right here. Here, then we're just gonna run down here. We're gonna have some other guys take out. Oh, like I said, it's pretty quick missing. Take him out. Take him. Take as many as you want out in here. You don't have to take everybody out. There is a guy right over there. Just gonna take him out real quick, and then we're just gonna take the promoter out. You don't have to do that. I just prefer to. Then we're just gonna go out the exact same way that we came in. We're gonna ignore the rest of these guys. Have some snacks and the armor ready. Hey, just gonna run in there. Okay, and once you're back down in the parking garage, we're just gonna, in my case, I'm just gonna use a railgun hunt for this last 2 guys that are out here. Yeah, just gonna run there. Take this Jeep out real quick. I'll take those guys out. Then we're just gonna head over to the Jubilee. Yeah, now, just gonna climb up over here. Yeah, so do have that guy shooting at us still. Not gonna worry about him. And we're just gonna drive back to the agency real quick. Now, Jubilee is nice because it is fast. It is armored. So, like I said, this is a pretty fast mission, and we're gonna ignore that just happened. But yeah, we're just gonna head over here, and as soon as you get down here to the yellow dot, that's gonna be the end of this mission. And we're gonna ignore that Jubilee's missing a door. Yeah, and that's it. So let's move on to the next. Okay, and for this next mission, we're gonna do High Society. Like I said, it doesn't matter which order, but first, if you open the safe here, you will notice after you do each mission that there is a cell phone inside the safe. Now, these cell phones only appear here during these missions. Same thing with the evidence on your desk right there. Yeah, the golf clubs are always there. Yeah, but yeah, we're just gonna sign in. And we're just gonna go down here. We're gonna do high society in this case. I hate the high society elite ones. They just drive me nuts. So we are gonna take the agency helicopter in this case. As a little tip for anybody that's wondering, to max out your safe value, you need to do 200 security contracts. Will I ever get 200 done? I don't know. Honestly, before GTA 6 comes out. But like I said, we're just going to take the helicopter. This first mission, we're going to fly down to the country club. So I will see when we get there. Okay. Hey, so we're at the country club. So let's just place this right here. Now, you do need to land near the yellow circle, unfortunately. That always drives me nuts because I'd rather be parked a lot closer. Now, you could have this door over here, or you could get this door that I'm running to right here. It's a pretty simple hack. Heck, it does drive me nuts. Don't worry about the security camera. Either way, you're going to learn them. Now, you can do this stealthy. Yeah, I have done it. You're just going to look for the numbers like usual. Oh, now that I'm looking at this afterwards, I can see right where the number is. But when I'm trying to do it, so like I said, like that, just grab whatever, honestly. Hey, what do I want to use? What did I use on this? That's honestly, yeah, I'll just use a minigun, I guess. Honestly, for it, it really doesn't matter what you use. There's only 4 guys in here. You can just take them out with anything. I just prefer the minigun. Even in Social Club, it says that's my favorite weapon for online. So, so we're just gonna come over here. We got a pretty easy hack again, standard one. I'm just gonna log on to the computer. Go to my computer. There, external device, brute force, and then if you do Cayo Perico Heist, you should be pretty familiar with this. But just gonna have it there. We're gonna switch this to a grenade. You'll see why in just a second. And since we can't do anything till she stops talking, we're just gonna use a grenade. And as soon as you get the wasted and screen, that's it. That's gonna respawn you outside. Run back to your helicopter, and then we're gonna go find the limo. Now, unfortunately, the limo has 3 locations it can spawn at in each circle. Oh, and it can drive you nuts at times, especially if you don't know their exact locations. But I will see you. Okay, so you're gonna just fly into this little yellow area here. So this is one spawn point right below the helicopter right there. So it's not there in this situation. So we're gonna fly up here. So you do want to look around. If it's your first time doing this, it's gonna seem a little confusing. And he can be under that parking garage, which is a very good chance because I haven't had it in a while. Well, and when I say a while, I mean since I've done these missions. That's actually where it is in this case. But so if you fly up here, it can also be in that parking lot right there. Since it's not, like I said, it's gonna be down here under the down in the parking garage area. So we're just gonna land right here in the 4-way. Hey, now this helicopter is pretty easy to control. Like I said, I'm on a controller. Where for this, I do prefer to use keyboard when flying. We're gonna ignore that happened. That's the problem with this helicopter right there. Yeah, if you come down too fast, it will tip, but good enough. And we're just gonna run in here. Now they're gonna tell you to follow it. Don't follow. Just take the driver out. You can do that by blowing up the limo or just taking the driver out real quick. Like I'm gonna do right here. And so, and then you're just gonna come over, get the driver's wallet. It's literally that simple. Well, if you follow it, it's gonna have you go through a whole nice long script, and yeah, it's just not worth it. Just take the driver out or blow up the limo, and then get the wallet from the driver that way. And just gonna run back here to the helicopter, jump back in, and my agency is literally right over there, so I'm not too far from it. That's another reason I like this location for the Hawick one. And it just makes it so much easier for it. But yeah, and like I said, it doesn't really matter which location you have. None of these missions are actually hard. It's just getting used to them that's hard. And this helicopter takes forever to increase altitude so you can get in alignment to land. And we are coming back here right now. Oh, so just gonna land right here. Well, it's gonna land the helicopter for me. Okay, and we're just gonna go through this quick cutscene right here and give that to Franklin, and that's pretty much the end of this mission. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so let's move on to the next mission right here. So this is gonna be the second mission in High Society. Hey, we're just gonna log on to the computer. There, so same process as last time. And once you're logged in, you're just gonna choose to start this mission up. Go up when the email comes in the middle of trying to do a voiceover, but that's all right. Hey, so this one, we're just going to use the agency helicopter again for this one. And while we're going through all these steps, if you have not already subscribed and would be interested in more content like this, please consider hitting that subscribe button below. Oh, as well as the like button, really helps out the channel. Oh, so as you can tell, we got the helicopter out. So I will see you when I get over there. Okay, so you could have one of several locations for this. Now, for this one, I'm just going to park the helicopter here in the middle of the road. Now, this is going to slow down the enemies that are going to be coming at the end of this mission. But so they're already alerted here, so we're not going to worry too much about this. Yes, apparently you can do this stealthy. Don't know how, honestly. Because I've never been able to do it. I just usually just take the guys out as fast as I can. And if they take you out, don't worry about it. It's going to happen. And just take your time. And there's unlimited lives with this one, luckily. And just going to take these guys out real quick. It does not let you shoot at the guest, in case you're wondering about that. Not that I would know. So I did color grade this to brighten it up a little bit. I'm still new to that, so I do apologize for any issues with it anywhere. But so you can shoot through some of these walls if you're at the right angle. Oh, so now we're gonna need the stun gun. We're gonna go incapacitate the lawyer real quick. I really gotta do something about this. There's too many weapons on the weapons wheel. Oh, so. Just handle that. Let's bring him out to his car. I'm just going to throw him in the trunk. Again, I did color grade this to brighten it up. Because it seems like it's always dark when I'm recording. Constantly. But we're just going to jump in the car real fast. And then we're going to take his car and the lawyer back to the agency. If I can drive, that is. But like I said, we're going to have a couple of enemies chasing. That's actually why I went up on the wall and not down towards them. It just makes it a little bit easier. Like I said, if I can drive. I suck at driving in this game, so yeah. Okay, after a nice short drive, coming back, we're just gonna drive the lawyer and his car right over here to the garage. That's it. We're gonna go park inside. Hey. So you're going to be using this car in the next mission, but that's it for this mission. Let's move on. Okay, now that we're back at the computer, I do apologize if the audio is a little different in the section. I had to reset my mic because I just had emergency text coming from a friend out in the Midwest with a tornado warning. And so just make sure she was all right with her daughter. So again, pretty simple mission. Just gonna drive over to the mansion and yeah. So I do recommend calling in your personal vehicle before going up to the gate and putting the gate codes in. Now this mission can be a little temperamental with these gate codes. So on controller, it's gonna be a hit right on the D-pad head, and you may have to hit the gate after that. I don't remember what it is on keyboard. I haven't used keyboard or the mouse in so long, I don't even remember myself. But as you can tell, I had to hit the gate. then you're just gonna drive right on in. And and so, like I said, this mission's pretty fast, but this is gonna be literally the longest mission out of the game. So just gonna park pretty close to these guys. And, then we're just gonna run over towards the DJ just to get rid of it. Well, walk, run, whatever. Doesn't really matter. There. So all these cars that you see here, in just a second, we're gonna be blowing those up. Just walk over here, that way Amani's, and you can stop talking. Just gonna run down here. We're gonna run past this guy right here. We're gonna wait for him to turn around. He should be turning around in a second. But we're gonna use some sticky bombs over here. Or you can just use minigun, whatever. Don't really matter. As you can tell, just gonna use these real quick. And we're just going to take these vehicles out. Now, we don't have the intimidation bar up yet, so we're just going to take out our minigun. So if you don't have a minigun, grenade launcher, anything, use the interaction menu if you have to make it easier. But as you can tell, we're just going to take and cause as much property damage as possible. Well, that's the main goal here. Yeah, because as you can tell, that intimidation bar is going up pretty fast. Now, it does seem like it takes longer. It takes a lot longer when you're trying to get the security taken out. So we're just going to use the minigun, take these guys out. We do have a helicopter coming. And we do need to take that helicopter out. As you can tell, it can do some serious damage pretty quick. But you can just take it out real quick, take these guys out. I do recommend getting up on the roof over there. It's going to make it a lot easier, especially with some of the guys coming up from the side. Hey, we're going to ignore these. You have your snacks and armor ready. Hey, this mission really does not take very long. Sometimes you just want to aim wherever you can. And don't worry about how many bullets you're using or anything like that, because it's not going to matter. Hey, you can always get more. Just take out as many guys as you can, and as fast as you can. Wherever you see them, watch your mini map to see where they're coming from. So as soon as this is done, there's going to be the cutscene for the helicopter, and so I'll show you the trick to use for that and why I called it a personal vehicle. Which I think I called it my vigilante. I think. I don't use it too often anymore, so I outnumber myself. This is where it slows you down, is waiting for the last guys to spawn, the last of the security. Hey, so this is going to be literally the longest part right here waiting. And sometimes you can shoot through that, sometimes you can't, just depends. I need, looks like one more. So this should be the last one or two. And then we'll get the cutscene, but soon as one would like to spawn and actually show up, this is what I hate about this mission. It could be so much faster. And this is one of those missions that can make or break a speed run, honestly. Hey, if everything doesn't go right. So we're just going to jump down. Just going to come take this guy out right here. Yeah, there he is. Take him out. And then we got the cutscene right here. Now, we're going to do this a little different than what you usually would see. We're just going to let this guy take out my character real quick. Heck, you're probably thinking, why? Well, it's because the helicopter is so damn slow that I can take my railgun out right here. Now, it takes about, I think, 3 shots with the railgun. You can use a sniper rifle with the explosive rounds. We'll do the same thing, vigilante. Now we're just going to take out some sticky bombs. We're going to throw these right in here and detonate them. Now you're probably wondering, why are you doing that? So we're going to do this one more time. And so what's going to happen here is this is now going to say I failed the mission. And I do have my vigilante. I couldn't remember. But so I'm just going to restart right from here. Yeah, and this is going to spawn me right where the helicopter crashes. And I'm doing this. I'm not going to cut out this section on purpose. So as you can tell, puts me right down at the military base. We're going to get a cutscene for the helicopter here in just a second. And here comes the helicopter. Now I just got to go run over the billionaire real quick. I do apologize. I am dealing with a cold. So while we're doing this, I have been asked. My accent is Southern New England, and accent, though lisp from my autism makes it a little bit worse. First, I have been asked that question. I also have a Down East Maine accent. Gotta run him over again. But now we're just gonna grab the phone real quick. And so you have two options here. You can drive all the way back. Don't recommend it. Save yourself some time. Jump the fence, go right into the military base. Now, what's good about that with the military base is even if you don't have the hangar here, you kind of don't have to worry because they're going to take out the security guards come after you. Like I said, just jump right in here. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, now, I did it a little bit different than I usually would. I'll usually use the boost before. So the laser can spawn down there or up here in one of these hangars. Just pull up anywhere. The military's going to take out the security for you so you don't have to worry, which is actually very nice. Nice. Now, doesn't mean you're not going to lose some health in here. So I do recommend having snacks ready just as precaution. But we're just going to take the laser out. And we're just going to fly right back real quick. Now, this is going to save you so much time from driving. Because what would take you about 3 to 4 minutes to get back, the laser is going to cut down to about a minute and a half, roughly. Hey, give or take. That's going to depend. You do have a helicopter following one. I wouldn't worry about them any. Hey, the laser's a lot faster than the helicopter is. And yes, my accent is the reason I pronounce some of the words a little different than what a lot of people are used to. Where I'm from, I lived in Maine for 20 years, so we don't use the R, we use an H. H for a lot of words. It's definitely different if you're not used to it. So we're just going to wait till just over the agency, a little bit past it, and we're just going to parachute right down. This is the fastest way to do it. Get as close to the ground as you can. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much the end of the mission right in here. Yeah, it's pretty fast once you get the hang of it. Time of this recording, I didn't do Dr. Dre mission probably 3 or 4 months. So yeah, that's all this one takes. And we can move on to the last three missions before the 2 finales. Okay, moving on to the last 3 missions before the 2 finales. We got the missions with Vernon. Now, these missions are all 3 of them are real easy. They're just boring, honestly. But I'll take doing these over the High Society missions any day. Hey, now this one's pretty simple. We're just going to head outside real quick. Highly recommend having an oppressor for this one, or using a Sparrow or even a Buzzard would work good for this, or using an agency helicopter. Here, let's get outside. Okay, so as you can tell, my oppressor's already out here. We're just going to hang up on Franklin. We're not going to worry about him. So, arriving here, getting the cavalcade. I think that's how you pronounce it, at least. Don't hold me on that. So it's always the same way no matter what location you get. This is one of 2 locations. And same thing where we're heading, one of 2 locations. And it's always turn right when leaving. And so we're arriving here at the location. So there's going to be a van here you're going to be borrowing with Vernon. Don't worry about destroying the vehicles or anything around it. You cannot destroy that van. Trust me. And no, you cannot shoot your own people. Oh, so you don't even have to worry about that. Just take out everybody. Hey, here. Watch out for Vernon. And I think you can actually hit him. I've done that before. So, unfortunately, you cannot shoot through that car right there. Yeah, so that is always a problem. Um, so some of these guys, you got to remember they are hiding, so it could take you a few minutes. Just take your time, like I am here. Don't rush. So as you can tell, everybody's been taken out. I don't know why he's getting in the passenger side, but okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that at the time of the recording. So we're just gonna back up. Like I said, I'm a very good driver. Now this is actually a hard lot to get out of, and Vernon can't shoot to save his life. So you need to lose the lost MC, hey, and you're also gonna get the cops on you. So you're gonna have to lose those as well. Um, so head for the downtown area. Yeah. Now there's I think two locations that you could get. You could get the gas station, or you could get the alleyway. So I'm just gonna head towards downtown, avoiding the Lost MC wherever I can, as well as the cops once we get them, which we will in just a few seconds. Unfortunately, that's what sucks about this mission. So, like I said, we're just gonna head into the downtown area. Yeah, there goes the wanted level. I was gonna say that's a long time actually. Sometimes you'll get it early on, and sometimes it takes longer. Especially if you get the location down Cypress, you'll usually get it a little bit sooner. Or it could be just because of the distance. But I'm just gonna ride around here. I will see you. Okay, and we finally lost the cops and the lost MC. So now let's head to where the marker says to go. Oh, as you can tell, coming to the downtown area. Man, nice short drive. So this van actually only tops out at right around 50 miles an hour. That's why the damn thing's so slow. And does it drive me nuts? Oh yeah. That's what I hate about this mission. Otherwise, it's not a bad mission. And they could have did a couple of things different, but for a game that is going on 13 years old this year, I wouldn't complain about it too much at this point. I think with GTA 6 right around the corner, wherever I can find for content, I'm pretty much doing at this point. But that's the end of this mission. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so for the second mission with Vernon, and we're just going to log onto the computer like last time. Just going to choose that one. Just going to hit start. And we're just going to head outside of the agency. Recommend the compressor for this one as well, because it could be one of two locations you're going to get sent to. The bus station is the most common one that I found. But it could be one of two locations, like I said. So let's head outside. Okay, so now that we're out here, let's head over here to my oppressor real quick. I really wish I could have did this as a live recording. This would have been a lot easier, but my computer said no on that. So, but we're just gonna head right over here. Yeah, like I said, it could be one of two locations, and so this is actually the second location that we got right here. Yeah, it's about the same distance, honestly. Hey, so you're gonna need your personal vehicle later on in this mission, and well, at least I recommend having it. So for this location where we are, so there's two locations you could be going to. This one's going to Grove Street. Hey, so as you can tell, we're pulling up here. This is where having a minigun really comes in handy. Hey, and you just want to take out as many guys as you can. Don't worry about that car. And then you're gonna have quite a few of these coming, and these SUVs. You want to take these guys out before they reach you, and anybody else that might be coming up. As you can tell, you cannot hit your own people, well, which is a good thing. And again, you need to be watching for these SUVs until you get a wanted level. You can call 911 ahead, and it does seem to speed it up. Thanks to Pubarama for that tip on one of his videos. I have verified. It does seem to actually speed it up by about a minute, actually. As you can tell, we got a wanted level already, so that's what we want. Now, we need to go lose the... well, we're not going to lose the cops yet. We need to go follow the blood trail. We're running, which he's going to take forever running here. Yeah, so I will see you when he meets me over there. And here comes Vernon Fanley. I don't know anything about the Struxon over there. Nope. Like I said, we're just gonna follow him. It's the same garage every single time. I'm over in this area. If you get the other location at the gas station, it's gonna be a garage very similar. And just gonna follow him, and he's gonna interrogate him for a minute, I think, roughly minute and a half. So I will see you when he's done. Okay, and Vernon is just about done here, so we can now head right out. And this is why I said you're going to want your personal vehicle. Call it in before you go into the garage. It's going to save you so much time. And because you do need to leave the area as soon as you get far enough away, which is just past this area right here with the parking garage. And there you go. Okay, so let's get signed in on the computer real quick. So this is going to be the final mission before the two finales. At least in my case, it's going to be different if you did it in a different order. You pick up armor and ammunition if you need it. For this one, it might glitch out, so you might have to go back sometimes. But so you cannot use any flying vehicles for this mission, so we're going to use Jubilee, like before. Now, the nice thing about it is fast. I do have sound turned off due to copyright music for this one. And now the mansion one, I didn't do it because it doesn't have the any music for that one. And so we're just gonna head down here to the Davis Mall, where we're gonna meet them. And you do need to stay in the convoy. It will yell at you if you don't, and you can actually fail the mission if you get there too soon before them. I know that probably sounds absolutely stupid, because it is. It's not like you're not going to alert the Vagos anyway, so what's the difference? But like I said, you need to stay in convoy. Like, you can drive in between those two. Oh, they might yell at you, but who cares? Because you're all getting there one way or another, so what's the difference? And yeah, like I said, just follow them down here. Yeah, they drive so damn slow, it drives me nuts. So you will need to have a gun out in this case. You can skip the cutscene if you've gone through this already and don't have the cutscene. Miniguns very useful for this mission, but do not blow up the cars. I can't stress that enough. And be careful with the yellow car. You blow that up, you will fail the mission. And keep that black car at least intact. Heck, if you shoot out the windows on a vehicle, it is considered damage. Ask Rockstar why. That's a very good question. And so you want to take out as many guys as you can. And I'm going to switch weapons here to make it a lot easier. As you can tell, this is actually my favorite weapon. It's upgrade the Mach 2, so it's so nice with extended grip, and yeah, it makes it so much easier. So you just want to take out as many guys, and like I said, do not shoot the yellow car. If you do, be very careful. Well, keep snacks and armor. Do watch your health. So you're gonna get this cutscene. Now, if you turn around fast enough at this cutscene, you can actually hit him. But as you can tell, I have an awful shot. So I'm just gonna grab this car. I'm just gonna go chase him down. Snacks. Next should be available through interaction menu if you think you're gonna need them. I'm not going to. Now, where's he going? Just down there into Cyprus. As if you can't get him before he gets there, it's only a few people to take out, so don't worry about it. We're just gonna grab his car now, and we're gonna bring this back to the agency. Now you're gonna have some enemies that are gonna be following you. Just ignore them, honestly. Just do your best to get back. Try to keep the car in one piece. But yeah, I'll see you when we get back. Okay, and we are coming up on the agency right here. So only takes a few minutes to do this. This mission, we're just gonna bring it to the garage. We're gonna park it inside. This is the last time you're ever gonna see this car for these missions. So there we go. Just park the car inside. Your character will, and that's the end of the mission. Let's move on. Okay, so for this mission and the next one, it's going to be a little different. You're not going to go to your office. You're going to come up these stairs since I just came in the front door. But we're going to come over to this yellow circle right here. And this is how we're going to start up these two missions. And get armor, get body armor, and ammunition because you will need it. So you're going to take Dr. Dre's car in this case. Do not damage it. If you do, you're going to have to go to LS Customs and get it repaired. How would I know? Might have happened a couple times. When you're getting to the studio, have an armored car ready to go. Armored Kuruma, Duke of Death, something like that. So we're just going to park right here. I'm going to call in my Armored Kuruma in this situation. So I'm going to call my mechanic. We're going to ignore Franklin. And so we're not going to, because he's going to be complaining that you're not getting there fast enough. You can only move so fast. So, as you can tell. So, as soon as the car gets here, yeah, very nice parking spot for it too. But we're just going to go take out the guys out in front of the studio. I recommend just having whatever you have for a weapon. And one thing is the heavy pistol is very good for this if you have it with armor piercing rounds. If you don't have those, check out my bunker guide on how to unlock things like that. So as you can tell, we're gonna have a lot of guys to deal with, and these trucks take out the drivers and everybody in them as soon as you can. If you're in an armored vehicle like this, you're not gonna take too much damage, if any. Hey, these guys can't really shoot to save their lives. Sounds awful, but they really can't. Because if they could, they would be able to hit the spots on the car where the armor does not stop the bullets. Now, you do have... So if you're doing this on the same mode as me, you'll have 2 lives. If you do it more than once in a day, it seems to put on hard mode where you only have 1 extra life. That's what I found, at least. But as you can tell, it's pretty simple. You're just going to take all these guys out. I'm not going to cut any of this part out, because if it helps somebody, I'd rather it help. But as you can tell, we got one more little straggler, actually 2. And then we should have one more that appears right after, if I'm correct. Yeah. It would be so much easier, so we're just going to get out and take him out this way. Hey, I just like my minigun, as you can tell. So, run inside. This is where the minigun kind of comes in handy. Hey, but in this case, we're just going to grab this one. And we got these 2 guys right here. Now you do need to be very careful. Watch around every corner. 2 guys do run out of here somewhere. Yeah. So these can change. They could run out of these side doors as well. Oh, come in here. I like to usually use a grenade. With the grenade launcher. Take out a few of these guys early on. And shoot a couple in there just to be safe. Hey, now you're not going to get everybody. Hey, but you'll get a good amount. Oh, now you do need to be careful if you do that. To not be in the line of fire, obviously. So you're going to have several guys that are going to come out of that room. They're going to keep spawning in. And there's a set number you have to take out prior. And as you can tell, we got one right there. Yeah. We got these guys. I'm not even going to worry about that. Still got plenty of lives. This is a pretty quick mission. I've done it in about 2.5 minutes before. I know I'm probably going to get a comment that says that's a lie. No, I actually timed it. It was 2.5 minutes. I had the timer running. And that was an attempted speed run. I think I completed an hour, 10 minutes that day. Most of it was cutscenes because we couldn't skip cutscenes at the time. But you just want to take these guys out. Just move slow through here. And the minigun comes really in handy for this area. Grenade or rocket grenade launcher really comes in handy in there. Again, just do the same thing over there. Once you do this enough, you know where the guys spawn, so it definitely makes it easier. Yeah, I'm just using whatever I have at this point because it really doesn't matter. Here, yeah, we use grenade launcher there. So I do recommend using the grenade launcher if you can. And in these rooms, because this is close combat in here. All right, we got one more in that room, if I'm correct. Yeah. So I don't have this color graded while I'm doing this, so it is hard to still tell. Well, I only color graded what I really had to. So you're gonna have a few other guys that spawn in. Just gotta take them out. Then, like, we just got this last guy right here. God, the controller has a delay in it. I didn't realize it when I'm playing the game. Him as much, but yeah, now we're just gonna head over to Dr. Dre. And so if you haven't done this, this cutscene is literally 5 minutes long. I am so glad we can skip it now. So, and that's the end of this mission. And that's all it takes. Okay, so you made it to the final mission. So you're just gonna come to the same area as last time. Just gonna go skip all this. This body armor is highly recommended. Snacks should be restocked prior to this. So again, gotta use Jubilee if you don't have your personal vehicle out. Can't use any flying vehicle. I will see you when I get down near Johnny Gun's location. So it's the same location every single time. You do not need to drive in there to alert them. Just park right over here near the train car. We're just going to leave this here because this is going to leave this parked right in this area. We're going to use our sniper rifle. We're going to zoom in and we're going to just take a shot. There we go. And this is going to put you in the train car. Train car is a very good spot to be, actually. Hey, why am I saying that? Because you can literally hit everybody pretty close from there. Yeah, as you can tell, you can have a lot of guys. Watch your health, though. Oh, it doesn't matter how many times you do this. You will take some damage more than likely. Hey, I've gotten away with almost no damage before, but like I said, I'm a little rusty at doing this. So I am using a mouse to shoot. It's so much easier for me. Hey, I know if you're on console, it's a little bit more difficult, but so you just want to take these guys out in these SUVs. You're gonna have quite a few that spawn in, and so after you leave here, you're gonna be going to the airport. That's where you're gonna have some extra tips, especially if you're a new player. You might not realize it, but just take these guys out. Just take your time. Don't rush doing this. It's not a speed run, so we don't need to worry. Okay. In total, so far, it's only about an hour, 5 minutes in recording times at this point. Yeah, because it's just hitting an hour on the recording here and editing. So it's really not bad. So now we're just going to jump over here and we're going to go get the Jubilee. Hey, which, like I said, still parked right where we left it. That's why you do that. If you don't, you're going to have to wait until the end. It might respawn. You may have to call in your personal vehicle. I've had to do that. But I will see you when I get down to the airport. Okay, so after a nice, uneventful drive, tons of traffic, unfortunately. But so I have arrived here at the airport. We're just gonna go down here to the back of Devon and Western Hangar. Here. Now it's only gonna let you drive up to so far, as you can tell. As you can tell, Johnny Guns is already inside. His guys are waiting for you. So whatever your preferred weapon is, that's what I recommend. Have a grenade launcher as well on hand, just in case. You'll see why in a minute. And so I just like to use the grenade launcher. Get as close as I can right here. Use one or two of them. Don't really matter. And then we're going to take out the minigun again, or whatever your preferred weapon of choice is. You got to have a few guys in here. So you do want to take out quite a few of these guys right in this general area. Don't worry about everybody in the hangar. You don't need to worry about them. But you do want to take out that oil tanker right there. You'll see why in just a minute. Take out these guys, as many as you can right in here. So don't worry about too many of them. They're all over the place, honestly, in here. Some are going to be hiding around, like that one is. And you're going to have a couple back there. So you will want to take out a couple of the other guys over there. So you need to be towards the left in most cases. Like in this case, it still thinks the oil tanker's still there. Yeah, this could take a few tries. So let's see. So again, sometimes it will do that. We're going to ignore that one shooting. And there we go. Just going to run across here, run into the back. Now, it wants you to run all the way around. Don't do that. Just do what I just did there. It's going to save you so much time in the long run. And you're going to have some guys, you don't have to take them out. Highly recommend it. Now, Johnny Guns has not appeared yet. So you just want to take out a few of these guys. And as you can tell, he's right up there now. And he's down. That's how simple it is. Take them out. But you want to take a few of these guys out because they will cause some serious damage. And so you're avoiding that car that's in the plane, and and pretty much everything. Oh, I just gotta love this with the controller. So there is a delayed response. So this does glitch out, as you can tell. But that's all right. This is literally the end of the mission. And we're gonna take him to Dr. Dre now. And now we're gonna go drive Dr. Dre to the country club. Now you will have to watch this cutscene if you've never done it before, but that's all right. So as you can tell, just gonna drive Dr. Dre back in this nice car. What happens if you were to actually wreck the car and take Dre out? Well, you would fail the mission. I wouldn't know personally, of course. No, I've just heard that story. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So as you can tell, we're back here. And that's literally the end of the mission. That's the Dr. Dre contract, start to finish. Dre's going to slowly walk over to his helicopter. It's going to take him out to his yacht. And that's $1 million. Or is paid out to you. Yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will catch you in the next video.